I would like to take a moment to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of the L&B listeners out there. This is T. Wilson. I host a show called the Up Doe Show. I will be coming your way in January. That's right, bitches. 2015 is going to be mine. Y'all better get ready for this.
The Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
Yeah. Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe? It is a New Year's evening. It's New Year's evening. That's right, it is a Wednesday, a hump day, and it is also New Year's Eve day, New Year's Eve morning. I hope you all have a safe and happy one tonight, but we gonna get back to that, because first things first, we got to get to all the baby New Year's out there and make sure that we get all our birthday shouts in. Before I do the birthday shouts, though, I want to give 2 shouts out because I have a couple of friends that claim they're going to listen to the show today. So I'm going to give them a shout. So if they listen, they listen. If they don't, then too bad, y'all missed it. I got to give a big up to Melissa. She, that's my new favorite white girl. She cool. That's my girl. She funny. We used to work together, but now we just be kicking it. You know, we ain't kicking it like that, but I would hit it. Don't tell her though. Don't tell her. If she listening, she just cool. If she ain't, I stick it. But anyway, and also big up to my girl, one of my best friends here in Houston, the first close friend that I made when I got here. She's actually from Kansas City. She's the biggest Chiefs fan I know. Big up to my girl, Sheila Waits Tables. So what up, though, SWT? On that note, man, let's get to the birthdays. I got the beautiful Chantel Simpson. What's up, Chantel? We go way back. And my nephew, Baby New Year. Those ears. Jay Clay. What up, though, boy? And one of Detroit's finest black businessmen, Ken Harris. What's up, Ken Harris? He's a role model out there. And last but not least, Angela Gay Jones. Happy birthday to all of y'all. And on that note, let's go and get this party started.
What Up Doe Sports?
We're going to open today's show where we opened yesterday. The same place, same station. Detroit! That's it. On Monday, it looked as if Ndamukong Suh may have played his last game in the Lions uniform. By Tuesday afternoon, he was gearing up for the Lions wildcard round matchup against the Dallas Cowboys. Independent arbitrator Ted Cottrell overruled Suh's one-game suspension for stumping on Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, instead issuing a $70,000 fine. So now Dallas has to face Detroit with Donkey Kong Suh at the helm. Ted Cottrell, the hearing officer in the appeal of Ndamukong Suh of Detroit Lions of his one-game suspension, has reduced the discipline to $70,000 fine, the league said in a statement. Cottrell is jointly appointed and compensated by the NFL and NFL Players Association to hear and decide appeals for on-field player discipline. That's good, man, and maybe that'll help get some of this under control. Now, Roger Goodell is not like the NFL god. It's not his way or the highway now. He's got to get somebody to answer to. I like that. The Denver Nuggets look to pull themselves out of their recent funk on Tuesday night when they took on the Los Angeles Lakers. The Nuggets had lost 3 of their last 4, and they faced a tricky test from Kobe Bryant and the Purple and Gold, who had dropped 3 straight in 6 of their last 7. A few days rest and a tune-up versus the Phoenix Suns was all Kobe needed. That's right. Kobe Bryant is back, folks. Get his team and his game back on track. The Black Mamba notched his 21st career triple-double in a relatively smooth-sailing 111-103 victory.
Turn up for what?
Other headlines to look for in sports. Harbaugh officially announced as Michigan's coach. Go Blue. Florida Gators hit the last-second shot in their own hoop for the loss. Believe it or not, the Pistons won. Texas, believe it or not, who won? Wait a minute. Back up. The Pistons won. Did I say that?
Detroit basketball.
I can't believe the Pistons won one. I thought I had read that wrong. I had to go back. Anyway, Texas A&M student assistant Mike Richardson was permanently dismissed after hitting players of the opposing team when they were involved in a play that made its way on the Aggie sideline. That was crazy. If you didn't see it, you should have saw it. It was pretty doggone funny, man. Pretty doggone funny.
What Up Doe Entertainment.
Chris Reed, a.k.a. Kid from Kid and Play, was a big hit with a karaoke version of I Want It That Way. Tell me why. By the Backstreet Boys. Reed got on the mic at West Hollywood hotspot Rockin' Riley's Irish Pub and got some help from singer Will Luke, who used to record with Kid and Play. Reed could have rapped one of his classics, but instead he sang and surprised onlookers because he really can sing. Well, better than some expected anyway. It wasn't one of his most flattering moments, in my opinion. I don't expect to see him on The Voice anytime soon. I don't expect Usher to pick him on his team. But at least he's got another hurrah. I'm glad he got another hurrah out of it. Hopefully it wasn't his last, because it wasn't all that great. In fact, the best moment of the performance actually was Luke yelling for the audience to join in. I need a white girl. Come on, y'all. I need a white girl.
This is Murray Riley Jr. from the Stomp and Shout Talk Show, now the Sky Shout Radio Podcast. You're listening to my man, Tim Wilson of the What Up Doe Show. Keep it tuned in, everyone.
I think maybe he was hollering for you, Melissa. I need a white girl. The NYPD is looking into why an officer got physical with a guy who was filming a viral video for the Ellen DeGeneres show. On Christmas Eve, Alexander Bach tried to film an Ellen a Dance Dare video. Entrants are supposed to dance behind people while they don't know they're doing it, which is kind of a funny idea, I guess. Alexander decided to try it on a couple of cops. The officers started out questioning, what the hell are you doing, man? They hurl a few insults at him. Eventually, the cops dismiss him, and as they're walking away, one throws him to the ground. NYPD has opened an investigation into the incident. Not a very wise move, though, for Alexander to pull this stunt 4 days after two NYPD officers were assassinated. You know they're on edge right now, buddy. You're lucky to be alive.
You suck, you jackass.
What Up Doe News.
Did y'all hear that? In Beijing, police in China arrested 15 people in a prostitution investigation focused on a website offering breastfeeding services for adults. I need their number. I like breastfeeding services. I need a breastfeeding service. Melissa, are you listening? I need breastfeeding services. The Ministry of Public Security conducted a joint investigation with police Beijing, Hebei, Hubei, and Jinxai. I probably said all of those wrong, but ask me if I give a damn. They busted 15 people connected to the West Nurse Forum, the quote-unquote wet nurse. I said West, not West. Maybe I'm thinking about Kanye and Kardashian. I like big butts. The quote-unquote the wet nurse forum, a website used by more than 200 people to purchase breastfeeding and other sexual services. Only 200 people on this service. They're breastfeeding adults. They must have ugly chicks. Should be more than 200 supporters. Just 200? That's all? I'm glad you got busted. As we move into a new year, here's a few news stories that the What Up Doe Show shared with you throughout our journey in 2014. Let's see how many of these stories you remember. For those that have been devout listeners, guys like Latone and Catfish and Murray Riley Jr. and Dino and Lavinia, and you know, there's been quite a few people that I know, Coco, listen to virtually every single episode. Dijon, big up to all of the people that really supported me. We've grown a lot in our 1 year here on the What Up Doe Show, because the What Up Doe Show started in January of this year, and we've grown to almost 1,000 followers, over 11,000 plays. I've had over 200 episodes, so the What Up Doe Show is really taking leaps and strides, leaps and bounds. And I want to say big up to Thomas Anderson of the LMB Network for picking up the What Up Doe Show. The What Up Doe Show will be airing a 1-hour weekly special on the LMB Network in 2015. So I'm looking forward to all the things that are to come next year. On that note, let's get to a review of some of the stories of 2014. Residents of Vancouver, British Columbia, I remember this one, faced a bizarre mystery in September when a new devil statue sporting a realistic erection mysteriously appeared. That's right. The devil had a big, giant penis. The 8 to 9 foot tall, sexually aroused Satan was first spotted by morning commuters at the side of Grandview Highway and sparked complaints from offended passerbys and complaints by horny passerbyers when they took it down. Leave that damn thing up there. We want to see the big penis.
What up? It's your boy Dino Red of the Red Rock Podcast Network. And you listen to my boy T. Wilson of the What Up Doe Show. You better tell somebody, baby.
I know you remember the handyman, right? I remember the handyman. The handyman can, the handyman can. An 8-year-old boy named Muhammad Kaleem out in India became a viral star for a different sort of unusual medical condition. Each of his hands weighs nearly 30 pounds. This guy should have Popeye arms. He's walking around with dumbbells. Muhammad Kaleem, whose hands measure 13 inches from the base of his palms to the tip of his middle fingers, can give you the finger from miles away. He told the What Up Doe Show his hands are so large he is unable to feed himself or tie his shoes. The boy's family said they pulled him out of school because he was bullied by other children who teachers said were scared of his unusual appendages. I keep popping my peas and I'm getting sick of it. I bet if he slaps one of those kids with one of those mammoth hands, all the bullying will cease. Just smack somebody. Your hands weigh 30 pounds. They're like lethal weapons. Smack a kid. They want to bully you? Smack them. Maybe he should be a Walmart greeter. He could wave at people from miles around. Now, of course, you recall this. One of my favorite collection of stories of 2014. That's right. The United States played host to a bizarre trend in the run-up to Halloween when a California photography project inspired dozens of copycats across the nation to don creepy clown costumes and prowl the streets of America and beyond. I love the creepy clown stories. They were one of my favorite collection of stories. Anyway, The Wasco Clown is where it began in California. A California photography project by a husband and wife team featured a man in killer clown makeup being photographed in various locations around the city of Wasco, California. The ensuing days saw similar mystery clowns being caught on camera in locations including Albuquerque, New Mexico, Fishers, Indiana, and Jacksonville, Florida. Some even said Bill Cosby was a creepy clown. The trend even went international, with France experiencing a rash of creepy clown incidents being reported to police. France took it to the next level, though. Their creepy clowns were attacking people. We started this creepy clown shit. We were supposed to end it. But no, we let France outdo us. They had sticks and chains, beating kids with billy clubs. Miss those damn creepy clowns, man. I do. I miss the creepy clowns.
7:30.
Come experience pop culture from the dark side. On the 7:30 show with me, Latone Heart.
I need my cigar on this.
Available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn, Betamax, and VHS.
Yo, what's up with your boy?
I'm just a man with a fork in a world full of soup. No, I don't need no damn medicine.
Latone Heart. He may need medicine.
Check me out on the 7:30 show podcast.
A Labrador at an Indian zoo became an international hero when he adopted a 2-month-old tiger cub and allowed the big cat to suck his nipples and suckle milk from his titties, or her titties. She was breastfeeding adults. Maybe that Labrador started that prostitution ring of breastfeeding adults. Zookeeper Rakesh Yadav said the lab was a new mother herself and stepped in to care for the tiger at the zoo and indoor alongside her own puppies. Indoor is a city, I-N-D-O-R-E, not inside, not like outdoor, indoor. It ain't like, never mind. Not like Indo. They wasn't smoking weed. Y'all be tripping. Y'all be tripping.
Turn up for what?
Okay, I did that for no reason whatsoever. I just wanted to hear it, man. It was one of my favorite moments of 2014 was Michelle Obama saying, turn up for what? Who could forget the beef between the What Up Doe Show and the 7:30 Show? Yeah, WUDS scored a lopsided victory over 7:30. 7:30 picked up one fan, though. Dino Red liked it. Dino Red liked those whack rhymes by Latone. Benjamin Bronner. What the hell you talking about, man? But everybody else called it like it is. The What Up Doe Show dominated the competition. It wasn't even close. But anyway, the What Up Doe Show was ready to keep piling on when the country was overtaken by a brash of police injustice towards the black community. Hashtag BPU for Ferguson was born, and now all of that energy that I used to put into beating up Latone is geared towards support for the efforts and the agenda of the Hands Up and I Can't Breathe movements. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar posted a very, very, very astute comment yesterday. I put it on my Facebook. Y'all got to check that out because, a lot of people lost focus and a lot of people just don't understand, and they allow the media to misguide them as to why these protests are necessary and why they won't go away. Because they won't. I mean, I'm as a father of 2 black children, I can't, boys, not just children, black boys who will soon, one is a young man already, the other will be one day. And the injustices, the overall injustice is what we're protesting against. It's not about the cops. It's not about Zimmerman. It's not about any individual. It's about the system that protected guys like George Zimmerman and Darren Wilson and that other guy in New York. I don't even want to know his name. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I don't want to get into that right now, but if you don't understand it by now, you need to look into it and start understanding it, because you really need to grasp what this is about. Because for us to get change, people need to understand what needs to change. And we need to change. It's not us. It's the system. It's the system. It's now time for your final of the year, the last of 2014 What Up Doe Show closing commentary. I want to thank you all for a great year, man. Have a very safe and happy New Year's Eve. And please, please, please don't be the guy that's falling down drunk and throwing up tonight. Okay? Don't be that guy. Please. Be careful while you're driving out there too, folks. Because I know here in Houston, police have announced a beefed up traffic force to look for, pull over, and harass anyone suspected of driving under the influence of alcohol. They vow to arrest you whether you are over the legal limit or not. They are upholding the buzzed driving is drunk driving standard with zero tolerance tonight. So I say it again. Be careful, be mindful, be responsible. Party your ass off. But be careful, be mindful, and be responsible. You could go to jail tonight for sniffing the bottle. And that would be an effed up way to start the new year. Folks, have a great day. Have a great night. And I'll see you next year. And on that note, man, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm going to wrap this year up and say I want to thank you guys for listening. Big up to all my people out there in the BPU. That's the Black Podcasters United. It is a absolute force of black podcasters. Some great shows. You got shows like the 7:30 show by Latone Heart. You got the Shiznit Show with Dino Red. The Hoopla Show with Dino's crew. You've got Just Thinking Out Loud with Bajetto Rising and Lavinia She Be Show Nuff. You got Straight No Chaser with She Be Show Nuff. The Sky Shout Podcast, Sky Shout Radio Podcast with Murray Riley Jr. The 5 Minutes Away Podcast with Enrique Black. The Onyx Truth Podcast with my man Gil Laurie. There is a whole lot of wonderful, wonderful, great shows out there, man. Y'all got to check them out. Go to Stitcher.com and just search for them. You'll find no shortage of fantastic podcasts with some great content, great commentary, very entertaining shows. And on that note, man, I want to say y'all have a great New Year's. Once again, big up to Sheila and Melissa. I hope y'all listening and hope you enjoyed your first listen to the What Up Doe Show. Big up to Thomas Anderson of the LMB Network. Look forward to broadcasting there next year. Peace out. Press your crease out. Y'all keep the police out while I bust his niece out. And for the very last time, I am out of here like this year. Peace.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?